Hey y'all, welcome back to Deep Sky Farms and welcome back to AgroForests. We're on September 3rd today, in the morning still. On our last episode, I noticed that it rendered a little bit quicker than it normally did. And I was like, hey, great, there's been some updates and blah, 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 and stuff got fixed and everything's cool now. And it turns out that it wasn't an update or anything. I just had my recording settings all screwed up. So the video was kind of trashy. I apologize for that. We're going to try and do a little bit better on this one. But anyway, we're here September 3rd, and we picked up a couple of new pieces of kit. I decided to not go with the tedder and windrower that are sitting up at the farm because it seemed like it was going to be an awful lot of work. So I made a delivery. I took that skid of tomatoes into the store and sold them off. And I think I took the wood in and some other stuff. Anyway, made a delivery. And here we are. We've got some cash. And we are going to go up to the house. And we're going to go find our tractor and come down. And I think the plan is, as of right now, is that we are going to windrow up this field. Windrow up half the field. No. Yeah. We're going to turn half this field into silage, half this field into hay. The silage, we're going to, well, obviously keep most of it for TMR. But we're going to sell some because we need some cash. We always need cash in this game, don't we? There we go. All right. So I think what we're going to do... is we're going to windrow half, first of all. Yeah, we're going to windrow up half. And that'll give us a little bit of clearance. Actually, and we're going to do a run around the outside. We're going to play Mr. Sealy P's trick of do a run around the outside with the windrower. And that way it won't be blowing, the tedder won't be blowing all of our product into the bushes. Yeah, because as much fun as that New Holland windrower would be, actually it would have been perfect to do the run around the outside of the field. But anyway, whatever. We'll know for next time. I'm not selling them. I'm going to keep them. Because they're small. There we go. Because it would have been good to use on this. See, now I did cut this field. Or our worker cut this field yesterday. But it doesn't look like there's any, it doesn't look like there's any hay down. And yes, I know I keep calling it hay. But, you know. Let's see. Let's see what we get out of this windrow anyway. I mean, fair enough. Also, I've done nothing in terms of yield improvements either, so. How's this looking? Yeah, I can live with that. And like I say, basically this is just to save everything that's going to get blown off into the side from getting blown off into the side when we come around here with the tedder. And like I say, the other thing is half of this we're going to bale it up into silage bales. I haven't figured out exactly how we're going to do that. I guess we're going to do it in 2 steps, bale it, and then rent a wrapper and wrap it, but I don't think we have quite enough horsepower on our little tractor to run a baler with a built-on wrapper, but I don't know. We'll see. If we do, we do. And as much as I'd like to run square bales on this operation, we're not at that stage yet. I mean, the other option is to see if there's a cheap forage harvester out there and use our bunker up at the top by the cornfield. But anyway, that seems like it may be more of a project than I'm willing to take on right now. I kind of just want to get this done and fermenting, because we do have a big harvest coming up for the sunflowers, and we've got another big harvest coming up for the corn. Okay, so which half do we want to make into hay and which half do we want to make into silage, and does it really matter? Not to me. Not a whole lot. Yeah, so I'm just arbitrarily going to say, let's leave that right half of the field for hay, and I'm just going to arbitrarily say, yeah, we'll leave the right half for hay. So we're going to come over and we're going to start here. This is going to be our silage half.
We spun through time with reckless grace, our hearts aligned in endless space, each orbit drawing tighter still, beyond control, beyond all will. Draws me into bliss. We're orbiting, we can't let go. Bound by a force that always knows.
Okay, we need this. So you can see here, we've got a patch that even though I've run over it 2-3 times with the tedder, it's just not going into hay. And that's because of the perfect weather mod. There's a little bit too much moisture in it for it to turn. So we'll have to let that sit for a little bit, see what it does. We'll let it sit a couple hours. I definitely don't want to go into the next month with it. Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, this is, okay. This is 11, so it's under our ideal 8. Because we started out basically with a dry field here. Right? Basically 0 over here, so maybe I should have done this side of the field. Anyway. Yeah, you can see a few little patches here, but we're going to let them sit for a bit. I haven't changed any of the moisture retention settings in the thing. We're flying. Hey, cool. I haven't changed any of the moisture retention settings in the thing. So we're going to see what this does. But I guess the next thing we got to do is find ourselves a little baler. A round baler. Yeah. I think this will do. It's pretty much the most basicest of basic balers. And I don't mind that it's putting out the small bales because we only have a little tractor. See if I can get the cruise control going. There we go. And I guess what we're going to do is we're just going to come back and come by and wrap these up. Yeah, we'll wrap them in place here on the field. Smart me would have checked our weather, but I think our weather's good right into October. And actually, now that I think about it, let me get turned around this corner here. Okay, just pause here for a sec. We're going to go down to construction, and we're going to look for tools. And yeah, we're going to put the weather station in because I think that's sort of important. There it is. Can we put it in the cow barn? No. Can we put it somewhere? I just want to put it somewhere where the beeping's not going to be annoying. Although I guess realistically we would want it somewhere where we could actually do maintenance on it if we had to. That's somewhere in here. Put it by this tree so that, there we go. Oh dear. Okay, I'm not sure if that actually helped or not. So we got rain coming on October 2nd. So basically, we've got not a whole lot of time to get this stuff done. The pressure is on because with the realistic weather mod, if your bales get rained on, they rot. Wrap bales don't, but so the pressure's on. Can we get these bales baled up and in before the bad weather comes? And I was expecting... Okay, so we got a little bit. I don't think the weather station actually did anything. Maybe it's just me. And I am running with the round baler extension mod on, mostly because I like running without the HUD. So this kind of looks after that for me. All right. Well, I guess we got to bring this thing back. That, yeah, when we buy a baler, that's going to be the next baler. Return. You know, it did everything we asked of it. So fair enough. I guess actually while we're here, the smart thing to do might be to rent ourselves a wrapper. Wrappers. That's the cheaper option. This is the slightly less pain in the neck option. Oh, is there a horsepower limitation on this? No. Okay. This is the faster one. Unfortunately, time is of the essence here. So we got to spend a little bit of money to make this happen in a specific amount of time. Otherwise, I mean, I suppose the other option would have been to move all those bales up to the shed and use the cheap wrapper to wrap them. But anyway. I'm going to hit it. No, I missed it. And to be honest, I don't think I've ever played with this particular one, so let's see what it does. Are we on? I think we're on. Automatic drop. All right. Okay, so I guess as long as we don't euchre ourselves driving around here, we should get these wrapped up pretty quickly. And I'm looking at our time. We're right up on time here. So I'm going to just carry on and do this. And probably get them put away. And then probably windrow up the other side of the field. And we'll see you again in the next episode for some little square bales. Because I think that's the plan for that hay, is we're going to make little square bales out of it. Also, I'm going to not wrap 3 or 4 of these and feed them to the sheep over the winter. I was thinking about that as I was baling things up, and it's like, we might run out of meadow. I don't know what winter's going to be like with realistic weather, so figured the prudent thing would be to have a few of these in stock. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah. So thank you everybody for coming out. It was fun. We had a good episode today. Got a lot of stuff done. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. If you really like what we're doing, think about subscribing. Help me grow the channel. I'm up to 140 subscribers. I think that's kind of cool. Our goal is 150. At 150, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'd like to say I'll do a stream, but I don't have the internet to do a stream. There we go, one more. Anyway, if you want some high quality Minecraft content, check out our friends over at Otter Plays. And until next time, take care of yourselves, y'all.
I hoped we were gonna make it. He promised we would find the time.